And finally on this list, tailored clothes. I'm 5'1", nothing ever fits right off the rack, so it's worth it to feel and look good in outfits.
Yeah.
My question when it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Judas. Welcome to the men's room.
Buenas tardes, señores.
Hola.
So, my story is short and quick. I have a big Lego hobby addiction.
All right. How much money do you think you've invested in your big Lego hobby addiction?
Well, based on just what I spent on the last 5 weeks, like just on the last 5 weeks, I spent almost $2,000.
Did you buy the Death Star?
No. I have that's the thing. I have a limit on how much I'm going to pay for a set.
Okay.
So for those $2,000 that I almost spent in almost $2,000, it was 6 sets what I bought.
What did you get?
I got the Shadow Box Batcave from the Batman 1986 movie.
Okay.
All right.
That it was retired, but I managed to find one. I got the Disney Castle, the Disneyland Castle.
Cinderella's Castle.
Disneyland Castle. I got the Nintendo Entertainment System.
I remember seeing pictures of that. That's kind of cool.
Does it work?
No, it don't.
Okay, all right.
It looks like it works, but no, because it has in the back, after you put it together, in the back it has like a knob that when you turn, there's like a fake screen that you build with Lego.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
Jumping.
The Batman one that you bought, it's retired. Is that better to keep that stuff in a box and not open it, or is it okay if you put it together and then put it back in the box?
It's depending. Depending if you are planning to sell it, then keep it in the box. Me, I don't plan to sell it. I always tell the only way my wife let me spend all this crazy money on Lego is because I always tell her that it's like a long-term investment.
And she believes you.
Knows, nope, because every time that I mention that, she's like, you will never sell any of your stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know. Because right now I have 220 sets of Lego.
What is your prized possession? Like, of all of those, what is the one that would be the most difficult to part with?
The Santiago Bernabeu, the Real Madrid Stadium, Santiago Bernabeu.
Oh,
How
damn.
long? Okay, now which one took you the longest amount of time to put together?
That one. It was 5,200 pieces.
Whoa.
And it took me, I did it in separate times, but I count the time, and it was 18 hours.
So have you ever just been one piece short and you had to go back and take the entire portion apart to put that piece back in?
Yeah,
that is, my daughter really got into Legos when she was younger. And she would do anywhere from like 500 to 1,000 pieces, right? She's like 7, 8 years old, but it kept her very occupied. It's good for her brain, blah, blah, blah. But inevitably, and look, I'm just not a Legos fan. I don't like putting crap together. I guess that's the long and short of it. But inevitably, she would ask me, like, why does this seem wrong? And then I'd have to reverse engineer and start on the last page.
Okay.
And you go back, and it's always like right in the middle, pull this thing apart, put this one freaking piece in. I don't know why it drove me crazy. It took maybe 20 minutes, but it annoyed the living hell out of me every time.
It does shock me.
Yeah, where do you keep all your Legos? Do you have a room for them? Do you have a shelf?
No, so that's the thing. Is my wife, my kid, and me, right? We live in the 2-bedroom apartment that is quite big. So from the 220 sets that I have, I just built 60. The rest, I'm renting a storage unit, and I have exactly the words of my wife. I buy boxes to put boxes inside boxes.
So you have a storage unit. How much? Okay, I gotta ask. How much do you spend a month on that? $75, $100?
$100.
$100 a month just to be able to store your stuff, and hopefully you can put extra stuff in there too, or is it a room filled with Legos?
No, we have all the Christmas decorations there,
okay,
and then the winter clothes. When it's winter, when it's summer, we put the winter clothes there. When it's winter,
gotcha.
We put the.
Okay, so you get a little bit more use than just Legos. All right.
What other stadiums have you built? If you have the Real Madrid Stadium,
Ted just pulled up a picture of it. That looks pretty sick, to be honest with you.
That's the only one. That's the only stadium because I'm a Real Madrid fan.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And your wife has no problem with you spending the money on this stuff?
He didn't say that.
She already come. She don't know about the almost $2,000 that I just spent in 5 weeks. Because she said, we set a budget that it was like no more than $400 a month.
Okay.
But those ones, I put it in my other credit card that she don't see the statements.
Yeah, we understand how it works. Hey, let me ask you this. When she gives you a budget, right, does that include sales tax?
No, that doesn't include sales tax.
All right, good. Excellent.
And then, and the good thing about that is my kid is 9-year-old, so he's into the Legos too. So the way I play it is bonding time with my kid.
Okay, and you can't put a price on that. That's what you tell your wife. Hey, it's worth every dime.
Exactly. I always tell her, I'm like, what do you rather have me do? Be drinking, and it's better to spend the money on Legos than drugs or alcohol. I'm like, that's it.
If you didn't have kids, would you spend the money on drugs and alcohol?
Probably alcohol.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I like that. Just like, honey, look, you have two choices here. I can go out with the boys and get hammered,
Right.
or I can play with our son.
Or I can play Lego.
Well, it's back to what you were saying about like you can easily drop $100 in a bar. Would you like, I'm not putting $100 in for this jacket or whatever the hell?
Correct. You would never, like, right. It's hard to buy $150